Welcome to another Faith Note for today. How are your commitments going these days? Some of the greatest exaggerations are stated every day. For example, I'll start my diet tomorrow. Just a second. Let's get together sometime. We service what we sell. Your table will be ready in just a moment. We'll be there first thing in the morning. Trust me. Lifetime guaranteed. We represent the government and we are here to help. I believe most of those statements are said with the best of intentions. People mean well. Unfortunately, sometimes we promise more than we can deliver. We offer more than we can produce. Good intentions never implemented are just that, nothing more than good intentions. Proverbs 25 proclaims, "A person who promises a gift but doesn't give it is like clouds and wind that bring no rain." Some people develop a reputation for being late, unpredictable, and unable to live up to their promises despite their best intentions to do otherwise. Maybe you know someone like that. Some people avoid commitments altogether by committing to nothing. Like butterflies, they move through life taking what they want without the slightest thought of the consequences of their actions. Where would we be if the best we could ever expect of someone is to pledge, "I might be there, but don't count on it"? The key to commitment is intentionality, what people call stick-to-itiveness. Jesus spoke about pledges and commitments. Jesus said to keep it simple, let your yes be yes and your no be no. In other words, don't promise what you're not committed to do. Don't make promises you cannot keep. A wedding I officiated several years ago included a big reception, and that number was based on the numbers of people who said that verbally and committed to being there. Now, I don't really know what happened. I wasn't privileged to that information. What I can tell you is the reality of what happened. Half of the people didn't show up for the wedding or for the reception. The family ordered twice as much food as they needed. They were stuck and they were out the expense of the extra food and left with a feeling of disappointment toward those who broke their promise. It would have been better if they just simply had declined the invitation in the first place. An attorney once said to me and reminded me, if it isn't written down, it didn't happen. We have long since moved from the day of an agreement being sealed with a simple handshake. Personal integrity, however, requires us to remain faithful in our promises and in our commitments. Don't let your intentions run wild. Say what you mean and mean what you say. The Bible's filled with God's promises to humanity. They are never referred to as God's good intentions. The promises that God is committed to fulfilling are listed, as Paul says in Romans 8, and we know that in all things God works for the good of those who love Him, who have been called according to His purpose. Thank you for watching another Faith Note for today. Join us in the comfort of your home this Sunday at 10 a.m. as we live stream our worship experience from the sanctuary right here on this YouTube site. Be blessed in your faithfulness and make your promises count. Amen.